Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains episode summary and cast list analysis. I know yesterday I uploaded a video going over the 81 and 82 summaries as well as the 83 and 84 titles. I recorded that on Sunday night, and of course, Monday morning, the 83 and 84 summaries came out as well. It's actually marking the first time during the VRains era that we got summaries for the entire month. Usually we get summaries for the first two episodes and the titles for the last two episodes of a specific month, but for the month of December, we have gotten the summaries for all four episodes, which is really cool. That's how it was in the Arc 5 days. They changed it for Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains, which kind of sucks since there's less to speculate in these videos, but we're back to four, so that's really, really awesome. So we'll be going over the 83 and 84 summaries. We're quickly going to go over the cast for 82 as well. If you guys want to remain spoiler-free, now is your chance to click off the video. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So here's the cast for 82, which consists of Yusaku, Ai, Homura, Flame, Aoi, Aqua, Kusanagi, Akira, Ryoken, Spectre, Go, Queen, and Link Karibo. I actually think this is the exact same cast list, except for Link Karibo, that occurred in episode 81, which will be the episode airing tomorrow on December 12th. So you rarely see that, right, where the cast list back-to-back episodes are almost identical, but that's pretty much what we have here. It's cool that Queen and Akira will be commenting in this episode. That pretty much guarantees they will be paying attention to this duel, as you would expect them to, but they're probably going to have more insight as to what's going to happen to Go after this duel ends than they did in the Earth and Go duel, because when Earth dueled Go, we didn't really see Queen and Akira, especially Queen, paying attention to that duel. So this duel, as it's been advertised in the 81 preview, the final duel, I really think Go is, whether he wins or loses, I think he might be at his quote-unquote end here for the arc and maybe even for the show. I really do think something bad is going to happen to him, whether he wins or loses. I do want to talk really quickly, something I missed that a lot of people pointed out. Playmaker is using his skill according to the summary, but Go negates it with anti-skill. Why is Playmaker, who spectated the Earth and Go duel, using Storm Access when he knows that Go is going to counter it with anti-skill? And keep in mind, when Go uses anti-skill, not only does he prevent his opponent from using their skill, but he draws 2 cards. So I have no idea why Playmaker is trying to use his skill. It has to be that he has some strategy or plan that revolves around Go having cards in his hand, unless he's going to play the trap card Just Desserts, which burns an opponent for having cards in their hand, or he's going to play maybe a monster like Slifer that gains attack based on how many cards the opponent has in hand. I have no idea why he's doing this. In fact, I'd go as far as to say if Playmaker doesn't have a card that is going to benefit off of his opponent having more cards in hand, then this is a horrible misplay and maybe the worst misplay that we have seen any Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist make. With a Yuma early on in Zexal, I could see this happening because Yuma was maybe not new to the game, but he was still kind of making mistakes and still not understanding things in full. Playmaker has been advertised to us. Of course, that changed with Yuma down the road in Zexal, but Playmaker since episode 1 has been advertised to us as this unstoppable god duelist. So it makes no sense for him to make a monumental mistake like this. He has to have some plan that involves Go putting cards into his hand, but we will see. Very interesting thing that I really completely looked over that a lot of you pointed out in the comments of that 81 and 82 video. Not going to talk about 81 and 82 anymore. If you do want to hear my thoughts on them, I posted a video literally yesterday. Just go to my channel, check out that video. I go in depth in regards to 81 and 82 in that video. So let's get to 83. Irregular meeting. Revolver contacted Playmaker and told him that he wants to talk to him. Playmaker and his allies head to the designated meeting location. There, they learn that Revolver wants them to team up. However, Soulburner, who is deeply traumatized by the Hanoi Project 10 years ago, lashes out at Revolver. When we saw that Yoshida was scripting 83 and 84, we should have known that a big duel was on the horizon, and dare I say, this might be the most hyped duel that we have seen in Season 2 thus far. And we've seen some pretty good duels in Season 2, but Soulburner versus Revolver, that is freaking awesome. Episode 84, A Turbulent Past. Revolver suggests to Playmaker and his allies that they should team up. However, Soulburner reacts with anger and challenges Revolver to a duel. Fueled by his burning hatred, Soulburner launches a brutal attack with his Salomon Great monsters. However, Revolver then does something unexpected. So that is, again, the teaser for what is going to be an incredible duel, and honestly, a pretty hard duel to predict. I am going to predict who I think is going to win very preliminarily because things could change depending on how 81 and 82 and even the beginning of 83 play out. It seems that the dueling action probably will not start until the beginning of 84 since the Revolver suggests that they should team up. Line occurs in the 83 summary and in the 84 summary. So Soulburner getting angry is probably going to conclude episode 83, and then we'll see the duel start in 84. At least that's my prediction in regards to when the duel is going to start. I'm not surprised at all that Revolver wants to team up with Playmaker. Him and Spectre have been very observant these last few episodes, and I think that they both realize, especially Revolver, who is not stupid, they both realize that they need to eradicate Lightning and Windy as soon as they can. I think Revolver is maybe even a little spooked after how Lightning defeated Blood Shepherd. I really do believe that. I think Revolver now sees Lightning as a legitimate threat. Like, he defeated a character that played him perfectly. In the words of Revolver, this Lightning Ignis is, we need to get rid of him. We need to exterminate him. And so teaming up with the enemy right now, which of course, maybe Playmaker is not the enemy, maybe Aoi Zaizen and Homura are not the enemies, but Flame, I, and Aqua are the enemies to the Knights of Hanoi as well, but maybe teaming up with them to form a temporary alliance, then to just destroy Lightning, is necessary. I'm really intrigued to see how the Knights are going to propose this. Because Revolver and Spectre can't just go in. It might actually just even be Revolver who talks. Hopefully, it's the entire, all five, Knights of Hanoi talking to Playmaker, Aoi, maybe even Emma will be there, Soulburner. That would be really cool if the entire team is there. But if it's just Revolver, how are they going to pitch this to Team Playmaker? Because Revolver can't walk in and say, let's destroy Lightning, let's team up to destroy the Light Ignis, to destroy Windy, to destroy Bowman, hell, maybe even to destroy Soul Technologies. Oh, but then after we accomplish our goal, then we're going to destroy we're going to destroy Flame, we're going to destroy Aqua. They can't pitch it as that, because Revolver knows if he pitches it like that, there's no way that not only are the three Ignis not going to be on board, but there's no way Playmaker and Soulburner and Blue Maiden are going to be on board either. So, how is Revolver going to twist this? Because the Knights of Hanoi want to eradicate the Ignis. They want to get rid of all of the Ignis. So how can you try to propose that, yeah, we're going to team up with you, we're going to be your friends, even though we know that you know that we want to destroy you, and we want to kill you just as much as we want to kill the evil faction of yours? So how are they going to propose this? And how is Playmaker going to react to it? How is he going to respond to it? But more importantly than that, how is Aqua, how are the Ignises going to respond to this? It's going to be such an intriguing, and heck, maybe even Kusanagi will be there. And see, from Kusanagi, from his perspective, he just wants to save Jin. And if that means teaming up with the Knights of Hanoi, which has gone against everything that he has stood for up until this point, it's going to be such an interesting dynamic. Because to team up with the Knights of Hanoi is to betray everything that you've believed in up to this point. We started Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. Playmaker hates the Knights of Hanoi. He wants to destroy the Knights of Hanoi. In fact, the first scene we see of him all the way back in episode 1, he promised that he would destroy the Knights of Hanoi, and that wherever they pop up, he will always be there to defeat him. It was an awesome intro scene. My name is Playmaker. Awesome intro scene. Kusanagi hates the Knights of Hanoi. So how can you now team up? How can you justify teaming up with the Knights of Hanoi, especially when not only were they responsible partly for the Lost Incident, at least Kogami was, I'm not saying Revolver was, but Dr. Kogami was fully responsible, and he is a Knight of Hanoi, but they also want to destroy they want to kill Lightning or Flame, and they want to kill Aqua, three people that you view as friends. We know Playmaker views as a friend, so... But then at the same time, Playmaker has this thought of Revolver. We saw it at the end of episode 46, the end of season 1, where he feels that Revolver can go on a new path, that there is still hope for Revolver to change his mindset about everything, to change his mindset from a more, from a less vengeance mindset to a more new beginning mindset. So if Playmaker sees that light within Revolver, he might view this as an opportunity to change Revolver's mindset about things and to prove that the Ignis, not all of the Ignis, are evil by being in close contact with them, by being able to work with them. At the same time, the last time we saw Revolver and Playmaker interact, Ryoken literally heard I say, I'm starting to hate humans too. And then he walked away as if, yeah, there's gonna be a crack here. So maybe from Revolver's point of view, he thinks that by spending more time with Playmaker, he can almost groom Playmaker into believing, like, hey, did you hear what I just said, or did you see what I just did? They're evil. And if Playmaker decides to team up with the Knights, how can I, who views Yusaku as a friend, ever trust Yusaku again, that he's teaming up with a group that wants him to? There are so many elements at play, and the fact that Soulburner and not Playmaker seems to be the one who lashes out in this situation is very interesting. Obviously, Blue Maiden Aoi Aizen was not involved in the Lost Incident, so even though Spectre really traumatized her in a way, she's not going to have the same anger as Soulburner, as Homura, who was tortured by this incident for 6 months. And we haven't really seen that anger within him. And another interesting aspect is if, again, Playmaker and Yusaku is more on board to joining the Knights, how is Soulburner going to feel? Obviously, Soulburner is angry at the situation, but if Playmaker goes through with saying, we should team up with the Knights of Hanoi, that is the best route to go, all of a sudden, Homura is going to view Yusaku as this guy who betrayed him, who betrayed all of the victims of the Lost Incident. How can you side with a group that's responsible, or at least partially responsible, for us being the way we are, for the hell that we have endured our entire lives and the trauma that we are trying our best to beat? There are, again, so many interesting factors at play. Early prediction, my bold prediction, which I don't even know if it's a bold prediction, 84 is airing January 9th. There's no episode January 2nd. Dark Neostorm comes out January 12th. It's still amazing to me that we do not have the cover card for Dark Neostorm. It's going to be an Xyz monster. I'm 95% certain of that. And I believe that whatever Xyz monster it is, we are going to see it in the next 4 episodes. I believe Revolver, the Unexpected, is going to be him Xyz summoning a new topologic monster or a new whatever, big dragon. That's what I believe is going to happen, and I believe Revolver is going to defeat Soulburner. Very early prediction. That might change going forward. But guys, please let me know all of your thoughts regarding the upcoming episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains. Let me know if you're hyped for Revolver versus Soulburner. I most certainly am. Let me know who you think is going to win. Let me know what you think is going to happen, obviously, between the first duel between Go and Playmaker. Based on the 83 summary, it seems like Playmaker is going to be okay, meaning Go probably is not going to win, or if he does win, something may happen to him before he's able to capture I, before he's able to even maybe capture Playmaker. So we will see what happens there. But guys, please let me know all your thoughts. I will talk to you in the comment section. A special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Lexa Baker, Glen McGookin, Jorge Carrillo, James Rose, and Omni Lord, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Bouldergeist, Odd Eyes Vaughn, and Jesse Wood, and to my Egyptian God tier patron, Syn Cloud. Thank you to everyone, sincerely, who supports me on Patreon. I cannot tell you how much it helps me out, and a thank you to everyone who just watches these videos, because without you guys, I would not be able to do this. I will talk to you down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing day.